Rehashing ideas with no new takes. Give us new stuff for key new sake. Entertaining stuff you need to make. That old Yorkshire Geek with stories to unfold. Keep your eyes wide open and your soul won't grow cold. In the realm of the strange and the fantastical.
Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire Geek, and welcome to the next episode of my series. I still don't know what to call it. My top 5 favourite movies from each year since I was born, or whatever. But we're up to 1996, as you may guess from the big number 1996 on me telly, if it behaves itself. Right, so before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. We're live on YouTube. Yes, we are. We should be live on Rumble. Yes, we're live on Rumble as well, and we're live on Twitch. Don't know why I keep doing Twitch. So, yes, we're live on all those things. Explore the description for links for stuff such as merch and me books. Hang on, where are we? Me books, Amazon Kindle and paperback, blah, blah, blah. And other links for stuff like my music channel and my Spotify page and my social medias and all that stuff. They're all in the description. So, my hair's gone mad there and it's stuck. I need to get my trimmers out again. Anyway. So yes, 1996, a jolly good year, These are my top 5 favourite movies. I forgot to mention, didn't I? Super chats and super thanks would be greatly appreciated. You could become a member of the YouTube channel, then you get early access videos and exclusive videos and stuff like that. Right, where were we? 1996, yes, a jolly good year for films. I've got my top 5 favourites. One of which you'll probably think, what the hell is that in there for? But it is one of my favourite films of that year. And I've loads of honourable mentions. Shall I count them? Oh, hang on, I don't have to count them. Just bear with me. 15 honourable mentions. So that should be fun. Right, so we'll get on with it, shall we? We'll just get on with it. This is my top 5 favourite movies. Not necessarily the best movies. I know I say this every time, but I've got to reiterate it. Not necessarily the best movies. They're my favourite movies. The ones I probably rewatch more than any of the others. Some of the ones in my honourable mentions I haven't seen for years and years and years, but I thought I'd mention them because I did enjoy them at the time. But my top 5 is my top 5 favourite films. But they're not in any order. They're not. The first one to show isn't my favourite or my 5th favourite or whatever. They're not in any order. So we'll just get on with it, shall we? I shall just add this to the stage. Hang on, let me full screen it before I do. So first up for 1996 is Star Trek First Contact. You might have guessed that from the picture of the Enterprise there, if you can make it out. It's Star Trek First Contact. The second of the Next Generation feature films, motion pictures, movies, whatever you want to call it. And it's a really good film. But a lot of people say, and I kind of agree, but not really, that it's not a very good Star Trek film. I think it's a great film. It's easily the best of the TNG era movies. It's super exciting, great effects. It's scary in places. All the characters get a bit to do. Some more than others. It's essentially the Data and Picard movie, really, to be honest. As you can see from the poster, we've got Data and Picard there, and the Borg Queen, and loads of Borg. None of the others are on the poster. Maybe there's other posters that show them. But anyway, well, I think the first time that Jonathan Frakes directed a Star Trek movie, well, this is his first movie he did. I think he did this before Thunderbirds, didn't he? But and he did a really good job. He did that good a job. He directed the next one, Star Trek Insurrection, which wasn't as good, but never mind. I still enjoy it. But yeah, Star Trek First Contact, really, really good, exciting, action-packed time travel movie, which kind of it either messes up the timeline to such a degree that people think that the timeline changed. And some people also think that it explains certain things that were to come in the future but would be in the past for this. Such as Star Trek Enterprise, for instance. But anyway, that's by the by. So there we go. So that's Star Trek First Contact. Right, next one. The next one is independent. Oh no, put wrong bloody poster there. I'm that thick. I put the poster of Independence Day Resurgence. No, it's not that one. Bear with me. I'll try and find the proper poster. I'm dead stupid. I am stupid. I am. Why did they pick that picture? Hey dear. Let's find a big one. Find a big one. Don't want one that's all pixelated, do we? Yeah, that one will do. Right. Open image in new tab, and I'll just drag it over. There we go. There we go. You can't see the bloody. Oh, there we go. What a div. What a div. Independence Day. Another great film, I think. Possibly Roland Emmerich's best film. It's up there, isn't it? A no-nonsense action blockbuster. And aliens basically invade the Earth, and we've got to team up to defeat them in the nick of time. Lots of cliches, lots of action, great special effects. And it is a lot of fun. It is a great film. And, a bit of a shock. I actually like Independence Day Resurgence as well. Maybe that's why the poster snuck in there. A lot of people hated it, called it, what they call it, Regurgence or something like that. I thought it was fine. Independence Day Resurgence. But the first one is a true classic, in my opinion. And I remember that Christmas. It'll either be that Christmas or the Christmas after. I can't remember. Probably that Christmas. I were looking forward to getting the VHS of the film, and I thought my brother had bought it for me. I got a VHS box-shaped present off my brother, and it turned out to be something else, and I was really disappointed. Even though I did like the film that he got me. He got me No Escape, starring Ray Liotta. I think it's Ray Liotta. Which is still a good film, but I thought it was going to be Independence Day, and I'm getting all excited. Anyway, so there we go. So that's that one. Right, so got to get rid of this now, haven't I? To move on to the next one, because I picked the wrong picture because I'm stupid. Right, not Resurgence. What a div. Next up, Loch Ness, starring Ted Danson and Jolie Richardson. Directed by some bloke called John Henderson, who I've never heard of. What else has he done? I'm going to look it up. Where's Loch Ness? John Henderson, what else has he directed? Doesn't say. But it's a really, really good film. What else has he done? Probably lots of TV, I imagine. It doesn't even have a filmography on Wikipedia. Yeah, a lot of TV. Yeah, so there we go. But he did Loch Ness, which I think is a lovely film. I really like it. If you've ever heard of it, I don't know if it's a well-known film, but it is lovely. It's also got Ian Holm in it. Who else is in it? I'm sure there's other famous people in. Harris Yulin. I'm looking at the poster. Yeah, I think that's the most famous people in. It does a James T. Kirk joke in it. Just Ted Danson. It's about a chap who is kind of a zoologist, and is sent on what he thinks is a fool's errand to find proof of the Loch Ness monster, and obviously he doesn't believe in the Loch Ness monster. By the end, he does, and it's a lovely film. It's one of those films that fills me up. In a couple of episodes' time, or maybe the next episode. No, the next, for 1997, there'll be a similar film, but not about Loch Ness Monster, about fairies. Because the year after, Fairy Tale, A True Story came out. And I watched that the other night, and I was bawling my eyes out. Not because it's sad, anything like that. It's just that it's so magical. And I loved it. In a similar vein, this is like that. It's a film of wonder. You've got to just think of all the, It's amazing. It's a Loch Ness monster and all that. It's there's no baddies in it really to speak of, and it is a lovely film. It is a lovely film. So there we go. So that's Loch Ness. Give it a whirl if you've never seen it. I'm sure it's on. It'll be on Prime. It'll be on some streaming service somewhere, I imagine. If you've not seen it, give it a whirl. It is a lovely, lovely film. A good family film. Right, next up, Mars Attacks. I'm sure I've missed a film out. What have we done? Star Trek, Independence Day, Loch Ness. No, we are. We're all right. Next up, Mars Attacks. I actually swapped this at the last minute because in my original top 5, I had From Dusk Till Dawn, and then I noticed Mars Attacks in my honourable mentions and thought I'm going to swap them out because I like Mars Attacks more than From Dusk Till Dawn. This is a huge amount of fun, and it was a massive box office bomb, wasn't it, I think? Let's have a look. See what it says. Had a budget of, we'll say $100 million, box office just over $100 million. Some people might say, well, it made back its budget. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Yeah, it was a huge box office bomb for Tim Burton. It's got an all-star cast. Jack Nicholson, who plays 2 people. Was it 3? 2, isn't it? Glenn Close, Annette Bening, Pierce Brosnan, her with the long face, can't remember her name, Sarah Jessica Parker, who else is in it? Martin Short, Jim Brown, is it Jim Brown? Yes, Jim Brown. Tom Jones is in it, Lucas Haas, who else? I can't think of anybody else. But there's loads of people. Oh, what's his face is in it? Paul Winfield, he's in it as well. And, that super famous actor. Been in loads of stuff and I'm blanking on his name. Rod Steiger. Sorry, I glanced at the poster there. It says there, Rod Steiger. Michael J. Fox as well. There they are. Oh, and Natalie Portman. I forgot about her. Danny DeVito. See, there's that many stars in it. You can't blooming remember all of them top of your head. Lisa Marie, obviously, because she's, I think at the time, she was Tim Burton's partner. He would dump her in, 2000? During the making of Planet of the Apes. When you started having a relationship with that other woman. What am I like with names? Yeah, anyway. So there we go, Mars Attacks. Martians invade the Earth with hilarious results, great effects, some practical effects, but it's mostly known for its CG of the Martians and all that, and all that stuff. It is great fun, and I always have a great time. Every time I've seen it loads of times, and I always have a great time watching it, and it is great fun. Based on the Topps trading card things, isn't it? Bubblegum cards, whatever they were, which I've never seen in real life. But I don't think they were a thing over here. But anyway, it is a great film. I love Mars Attacks. Right, finally, last one. Mystery Science Theatre 3000. The movie. Is this the only movie version they did? I think it is. Where the guy's on the Satellite of Love with Mike Nelson. Not the other fella, Joel. What's his face? It's Mike Nelson. And the guys... Tom Servo and Crow and the other robots on the Satellite of Love are forced to watch This Island Earth. And it is amazing. I love this film. It is amazing. It's an edition of the TV show. If you haven't seen the TV show, Mystery Science Theatre 3000, everybody's seen it, surely. At least one episode. They take old movies and sit in front of them like that, sit in front of the screen, and basically rip it to bits and make fun of it. And for some reason, they decided to do a movie version, released theatrically. I don't know how well it did. Does it say? Where are we? Why haven't I opened a page for it? I usually open a Wikipedia page for all these. Hang on, Mystery Science Theatre, spelled the American way. 3000, the movie. Right. I forgot what I was saying now. Budget was less than $5 million, but it didn't do well at the box office, according to Wikipedia. Less than $1 million. But yeah, it is an amazing film. I don't know why they decided to do a movie version. A distribution deal with Paramount Pictures was in negotiations but fell through. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, they wanted to do more of the characters of Mike Nelson and Crow and the Robots and all them, rather than the movie part of it. But anyway. But in this one, they're doing This Island Earth, and it is a lot of fun and hilarious. I think it is, anyway. I think it is. So I'm sure it's on YouTube, probably somewhere, maybe. If not, it'll be somewhere else. I don't know how you can watch it, Mystery Science Theatre 3000. The new ones and selected old ones, not all of them, are on Netflix in the UK. I don't know if they're on Netflix in America or elsewhere. But the new versions that don't have Mike Nelson or Joel, what's his face? It's this new chap who's called Josh, I think. Anyway, but they are a lot of fun. Some are obviously better than others. My favourites. I'm a Mike Nelson guy, by the way. A lot of people like Joel Hodgson. It's come to me his name. A lot of people like the original chap, Joel Hodgson, because he created the show. It was his idea, I think. And he created it. Then after, I think, 5 seasons, something like that, Mike Nelson were brought in, who had been a writer, one of the staff writers. He were brought in to replace Joel. I don't know, was Joel forced out? I don't know the politics of it. But that's when I came along. So I used to watch it on the Sci-Fi Channel, back in the day when it were called the Sci-Fi Channel. And I used to watch it on there, and it was Mike Nelson. And my favourite ones are Prince of Space, Deadly Mantis, The Thing That Wouldn't Die, Puma Man, ones like that. They're really good. They're really, really good. And the movie, this one. I want to watch it now. I'm going to have to dig it out and put it on later. If I remember, I know I always say that. But anyway, so Mystery Science Theatre 3000, the movie, give it a whirl if you can find it. It is a lot of fun. This Island Earth, classic film you can watch as well as they take the mickey out of it. Right, so that's my top 5. Right, we'll go back. We're doing reverse order, because they're not in any order. So with Mystery Science Theatre 3000, the movie, Mars Attacks, Loch Ness, not Independence Day, the original Independence Day, and Star Trek First Contact. And to be honest, out of all those, Star Trek First Contact is probably my favourite one, to be honest. To be completely honest. Right, so we'll move on to the honourable mentions now, so I'll just get rid of them for a minute while I sort these out. And I'll do that. Where's my honourable mentions? Where are you? Here you are. Right, so let's open these up. Right. Full screen that baby. Right, we're off with the honourable mentions now. Here we go. There we are. First up, Twister. I've picked right one, Anna. Yes, I have. Twister. From director Jan de Bont. Was it his first film he directed? I think this was the first film. Was this the first film ever to be widely released on DVD? Is it that one? Is it this? Or is this the one that the last one to be released on VHS? I'm going to have to look that up now. I know it does have some record of some sort. Twister 1996. Let's have a look. See if it says anything. On the old Wikipedias. Yes, it is notable for being among the first films to be released on DVD in the United States. I'm not certain whether it was the first one to be released on DVD. But I probably saw it first on VHS. I didn't get a DVD player till, I don't know, probably 2000 at least. Probably after that, to be completely honest. But anyway, a fun flick with Bill Paxton, and Helen Hunt, her of the massive forehead, and many other people. Chasing Twisters, as in the picture. For some reason, that just reminds me, it's like a screenshot from The Wizard of Oz, isn't it, that? Rather than from Twister. I've not seen the sequel, Twisters. Do they go to LV426 and find loads of Twisters? But anyway, so there we go. So that's Twister. A fun flick. Next up, the first Mission Impossible. Din, 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 din. Dilly. Justin's here. Hello, good sir, and everyone. Hello, Justin. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. Not the best of the Mission Impossible films, but a good introduction. A lot of people don't like it because I won't spoil it, but it's like, how long? It's nearly 30 years, isn't it? Nearly 30 years, and the latest one just came out this year. Unbelievable. But spoilers. One of the main characters from the series turns out to be a baddie in this. But I think did they try to rewind that in a book or something like that? I don't know. Oh, crikey, Justin's here with a super sticker. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to check on here to see what it is. It is a character going, me, me. Oh, dear. Thank you very much. Hugely appreciated. Super stuff. Anyway, so Mission Impossible, directed by Brian De Palma, who had a varied... I like Brian De Palma as a director because it didn't stick in the same, the same wheelhouse, so to speak. Like Martin Scorsese tended to stick with like gritty dramas and gangster stuff, didn't he? Like Goodfellas and all that stuff. And and gritty police things and all that, didn't he? He knew his wheelhouse. I know he's done a couple of other things. But Brian De Palma, it was one... Because there were certain directors, weren't there, that came out, that blossomed in the late 60s, early 70s. They had a name for them. I don't know, they weren't the Brat Pack, no, because that was actors, wasn't it? But they were like Brian De Palma, Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, all of them. They all lumped them together, didn't they? Because they all came around about the same time. And Brian De Palma, one of those. But he's done all varied things, hasn't he? Like I said, he's done Mission Impossible, Carrie, Mission to Mars, other stuff that I'm blanking on. But he did the first Mission Impossible. And it is a fun flick. Some great shenanigans going on, secret agent stuff, and lots of people with masks on, ripping masks off. It's amazing how they always look exactly like the person they're supposed to be imitating until they go like that, and then it cuts away, cuts back, and suddenly the mask doesn't look anything like him. But anyway, so there we go. So that's Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Who else were in it? Angelina Jolie's dad were in it. Can I read the poster? Is it big enough? Tom Cruise, John Voight. That's the fella, John Voight. Who else? Ving Rhames. And Kristen Scott Thomas. There we go. Oh, Vanessa Redgrave. I don't know. Ask Vanessa Redgrave. But I don't know Vanessa Redgrave. Or do I? That's a quote. I'm not just making... I haven't gone mad. It's from the young ones. Rick Mail. Anyway. Next up. Welcome to the Rock. Which I've got recently on Blu-ray. Where is it? There it is. Very recently on Blu-ray, The Rock. Because it cost next to nothing on Amazon. I thought, I'll get that. And I hadn't seen it for a while. I watched it and I thought, I know why I haven't seen it for a while. I still enjoy it. I still like it. But I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. Maybe I've got an aversion to Michael Bay. I'm not a huge Michael Bay fan. But it is a fun flick. And some people think it's a James Bond sequel or spin-off, saying that Sean Connery is actually playing James Bond, even though he has a different name in the film and a totally different backstory. But anyway, never mind. Ed Harris is a baddie. I knew Justin would like it. Yes, his final Bond film. It is. I won't call it excellent. I enjoy it though, but I won't call it excellent. It is fun. It does what it says on the tin, doesn't it? Ed Harris is is he a general or a colonel? A high-ranking military officer who basically takes over Alcatraz. He's going to do bad things unless the government does something for veterans or whatever. And it's up to Nicolas Cage's, is he an FBI agent or CIA agent, whatever. And Sean Connery, who's like a British convict secret agent chap, to get onto the Rock, break in to Alcatraz rather than break out, and stop him. And it is fun. It is fun, and well worth a look. Especially as it's cost next to nothing on Blu-ray. Well, it did me anyway. Maybe they were having a sale. Right, next up, Broken Arrow. John Travolta and Christian Slater. John Travolta playing a bad guy. Oh, hang on, Justin saying Harris was good. It's excellent, but respect your opinion. We'll have to agree to disagree on that. I do like it, The Rock, but I wouldn't go far as saying it were excellent. Same with this one. I won't call this one excellent, but it is a lot of fun. John Travolta playing a bad guy who steals some nuclear weapons from a stealth bomber, and it's up to Christian Slater to stop him, and you know, hijinks ensue. And who directed this one? Who directed the camera? Read the bloody rat's too small. Don't know. I'll have to look it up. Gonna have to look it up. Broken Arrow film. Where are you? Films. Broken Arrow. Oh, there's two films called Broken Arrow. One from 1950. I bet that were a western. John Woo. Of course, it was John Woo. Of course. Why did I not know that it was John Woo? Who would go on to direct Mission Impossible 2? Anyway, John Travolta, Christian Slater. Who else is in it? Frank. No, I don't know him. Bob Gunton. Anyway, who did the music for it? Hans Zimmer. There we go. And this one did pretty well at the box office as well, by the way. But it is a fun film. Good also. Must be a British and American thing. We like our action films. So do we. But yeah, Broken Arrow is a lot of fun. And John Travolta's deliciously evil in it. He likes playing a bad guy, doesn't he, as John Travolta, and he does it with relish. Right, next up, Fargo. Don't ask me any of the people who's in this, because I can't remember. I'm going to have to look that up now. I can see a face, but I can't think of a blooming name. Francis McDormand, that's it. I've just seen it there on the screen. Francis, William H. Macy, Steve Buscemi, Peter Stormare, a black comedy that ended up being various TV series, but is a great film and surprisingly violent, but it is a lot of fun as well. Well, there's Wisconsin or somewhere. Is it Wisconsin where it's set? Does it say? Is it Wisconsin? Minneapolis? Is that in Wisconsin? Well, that's Minnesota, isn't it? Whatever. Somewhere in America. Anyway, but Justice says, but his body's always the same on John Travolta. That's it. He does it with. He puts his all into it, but yeah, he is kind of the same. Fargo is good, but overrated. See, there's not enough action in it for Justin. Anyway, so a fella ends up in a wood chipper. That's the main part of the film. But it is a fun flick. So we'll move on. Next up, The Arrival. Not the Denis Villeneuve Bore Fest that came out a few years ago. But this is the one with Charlie Sheen, written and directed by, forgot his name, him that did Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick. Let's look that up now. Andrew somebody or other. That writing on the poster's too small. The Arrival, 1996. David Toohey. Why did I say Andrew? Whatever. David Toohey. It's got Ron Silver in it, and it's basically about aliens arriving on Earth. Charlie Sheen susses it all out. There's the thing with like a perfect square of green in the middle of the Arctic. And the aliens, the legs bend back. They make themselves look like humans, but when they reveal themselves, the legs bend the wrong way. The knees bend the wrong way. Look like birds. That's the big reveal. But it's a fun flick. It is a fun flick, I must admit. And better than Denis Villeneuve's Arrival. I always said, don't watch Denis Villeneuve's Arrival. If you want to see a film about an alien thing arriving at Earth, they've got to suss out what it is. It's like enigmatic and mysterious. Watch Epoch from, I think, 1998, something like that. We'll probably get round to it That might be 99. In my favourite films of that year, Epoch, a really low budget sci-fi flick, which were miles better, in my opinion, than Denis Villeneuve's Arrival, but not this one. This one is a lot of fun, so there we go. Anyway, another one, I've not seen it for a while, this one, but maybe I should look it up. Right, next up, Dragonheart, Sean Connery again. Sean Connery, busting voice this time. And Dennis Quaid as well. In one of the probably the biggest CG monster film since Jurassic Park, probably. But Sean Connery was the voice of the dragon, the main dragon in this film. And it is a fun flick. Who plays the baddie in it? I can't remember. We've got Julie Christie in it. Oh, and Dina Meyer. Pete Postlethwaite, the greatest actor ever known. David Thewlis, he plays the baddie. Dragonheart. Excellent, and touches the heart, yes. Kind of sad as well, I must admit, at the end. I always think, well, why did they have to do that? Because it's called Dragonheart for a reason. I won't spoil it if you've not seen it. Pardon me. But a lot of fun. And another one of these films that I've not seen for a while. Maybe I should look it up again and probably go, God, these effects don't hold up well. I always remember being amazed at the rain falling off the dragon's wings and back and stuff, in CG. Probably looks rubbish now. But anyway, so Dragonheart. Who directed it, by the way? Who directed Dragonheart? Rob Cohen. Rob Cohen. What else did he do? Did he do Triple X? That's Rob Cohen, isn't it? Yeah. With Vin Diesel. Anywho, moving on. Next up, Eraser with Arnie, and her as well, Vanessa somebody or other. I'm thinking of somebody else. Yes, Vanessa Williams. She's a singer, isn't she? I think. Anyway. This is a Chuck Russell flick. I like Chuck Russell films. He brought us Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Blob remake, The Mask, and this, which is probably not his best effort, but it is still fun. Spy and secret agent shenanigans, government conspiracies, and all that stuff. And he's got to save her from some. I don't know. I can't remember. I just remember I enjoyed it. But he goes round erasing people, and then somebody tries to erase him or whatever. But it is a fun flick, as far as I can remember, to be completely honest. Who else is in it? James Caan, he's the baddie in it. Spoilers, and James Coburn's in as well. Music by Alan Silvestri, so it must be good. I'm a big Alan Silvestri fan. Anyway, so there we go. So that's Eraser. Eraser. Moving on. Hunchback of Notre Dame, or as you Americans say, Notre Dame. From Disney, one of Disney's underrated animated features. This came in the middle of Disney's revival, didn't it? Or maybe towards the end of the revival, I don't know. But it's one that gets overlooked a lot, and because it's a bit dark, to be completely honest. Sorry, Justin. Eraser's excellent. Fond memory going to see it with my stepdad, or fond memory going to see it with my stepdad and brothers. Cool. I didn't see it at the theatre. I remember seeing it on video. But anyway, back to the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Great music, great musical score and songs and stuff from this. The only things I don't like about it's got a great villain in him. One thing is the statues that come to life, because it's Disney, so they've got to have statues that come to life. And I was thinking, are they actually coming to life, or are they in Quasimodo's head? Does he just think they're coming to life? But anyway, don't worry about it, Justin. I can't spell anyway. Well, I can, but I can't type. But anyway, Hunchback of Notre Dame. So. A great one. It'll be on Disney Plus. Look it up if you've got Disney Plus. That's it. It's one of those underappreciated Disney animated features, and usually people that have seen it say that were better than I thought it were going to be. Yeah, well worth a look, and quite dark in places, particularly with the bad guy and his songs that he sings. But anyway, right, moving on. Next up, speaking of dark films and comedies and stuff, The Frighteners. Starring Michael J. Fox, written and directed by Peter Jackson. This was his breakout movie. He'd done films before this, New Zealand films. Oh, this is classed as a New Zealand film, I think, but it had a big studio behind it and a big budget, or a bigger budget. I don't know what the budget was for this. Let's look it up. The Frighteners, 1996. I can't imagine it had a massive budget. Yeah, we'll go up with the budget for it. Oh, no, it had a bigger budget than I expected. $26 million. Didn't do amazing at the box office either. But anyway, it's got Michael J. Fox. Who else is in it? John Astin, Jeffrey Combs. I know it's spelt Combs. I've always pronounced it Combs. Don't care. Dee Wallace, Jake Busey. Oh, he plays one of the ghosts in it. There's a ghost in it, by the way, in case you didn't know. Who else? Ali Ermey, and that. But yeah, that's the breakthrough movie, sort of, from Peter Jackson. Frighteners, an underrated film. He did Kronos. Kronos was Guillermo del Toro, wasn't it? Not Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson, before this, he'd done Bad Taste, Brain Dead, I think it's called Dead Alive in America, Meet the Feebles. Well, is that all he'd done before this? I can't remember. But this was his breakout movie, wasn't it? It's about Michael J. Fox, who goes around clearing. It's like a Ghostbuster. Goes around clearing ghosts, and with the help of other ghosts, who basically they are the ghosts he's got to clear out. It's basically a scam to get money. But then some real baddie ghosts come along in the form of these scary things, kind of the precursors to the ring wraiths in Lord of the Rings. That's right, they both look alike. They're kind of big. Although Peter Jackson did lose loads of weight, didn't he? During, now then, which one was it now? Well, during the making of King Kong, he went on like a oatmeal diet, didn't he? Porridge. All he ate was porridge, and he lost loads of weight, didn't he? Became quite slim, and then I think he just piled it back on again. But bless him. But they're both great filmmakers, Guillermo del Toro and Peter Jackson. Two of my favourites, to be honest. Anyway, The Frighteners, a lot of fun with some cool effects in it, like the sinister, the hooded ghosts that we see now, spirits or demons, wherever they're supposed to be, going into mirrors and all that. It's like a test thing maybe for when he would do Lord of the Rings. Did Weta do the effects for this? Yes, it did. Yes, yes. So like a test bed, I suppose, for what he would do in Lord of the Rings. A few years later. Right. Anyway, moving on. Frighteners, great film. Next up, Kingpin, from the Farrelly brothers. Woody Harrelson, Randy Quaid, Vanessa Angel, who we'd seen in another Farrelly brothers film. Dumb and Dumber. No, not Dumb and Dumber. Was it Dumb and Dumber? No, it wasn't Dumb and Dumber. What else have I seen her in? I've seen the Stargate. I thought she was in another Farrelly brothers film. I can't remember. Anyway. Kingpin, a lot of fun. Also about 10-pin bowling. It's also got Bill Murray in it, hasn't it, in the guest role? And it's usual bad taste comedy, not to do with Peter Jackson, but it is a lot of fun. And he loses an arm or something, doesn't he, or his hand, so he's got to bowl with like a prosthetic hand, and all that fun that ensues with that. Like I said, loads of bad taste comedy. Kingpin, good. Murray was great in it with his comb over and that. But there we go. That's Kingpin. Not the best of the Farrelly brothers films, in my opinion, but still a lot of fun. But I'm just with the only bit I can really remember is the bowling parts and the bit where he's going up to the baby going coochie coo with his hook hand. The baby's crying. Anyway. Next up, Jingle All the Way, Arnie again. Not my favourite Christmas film, to be honest. And I've only included this because I thought people would kick off if I didn't include Jingle All the Way. Because for some people, for some reason, people love this film. And I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's okay. But it's not my favourite Christmas film. But I just thought I'd include it because I'd probably get called out for it. By the way, there'll be lots of films from 1996 that you probably think deserve to be in my list that aren't. But anyway. If Quest were here, he'd be telling us all what should be in. But anyway, Jingle All the Way. Arnie plays a dad who's got to get a superhero toy. I forgot the name of the toy. No, is it Ultraman? Not Ultraman. Doesn't sound right. Can't remember. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, Jingle is meh, but I like it. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's not the best ever. But he's got to get this toy for his son for Christmas, and it's all fun and games trying to get it. But he ends up becoming that superhero somehow. I can't remember the details. It's fine. Moving on. Jerry Maguire. I think this one won Oscars, I think, didn't it? I think it did. For Cuba Gooding Jr., if I remember rightly. I will look it up. But it is a good film. You Have Me at Hello. That's Jerry Maguire, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Directed by Cameron Crowe, starring Tom Cruise and Renée Zellweger and Cuba Gooding Jr. and various other people. It's the Show Me the Money film. And yes, the You Had Me at Hello. And it is one of these heartwarming flicks. Who's the name of the kid? Don't even show his name there in the cast list. Where is he? He's got a Z in it. No, he hasn't. Jonathan Lipnicki as Renée Zellweger's kid. Kind of steals the film because he's so adorable. But it is a great film, and you know, I must admit, I do tear up a bit at the end with the You Had Me at Hello because I'm a big soft bugger. But it is a good film. Anyway, accolades, right? Yes, Cuba Gooding Jr. won Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars. We're also nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor for Tom Cruise. He didn't win it. Best Screenplay and Best Editing. But they only won one. Nominated 5 times, only won one. For Cuba Gooding Jr. So there we go. So yes, terrible film. Not enough action in it for you, isn't there? Just not enough explosions. But to each their own. I remember I was only 8 Oh, Adam Games here. Hello, Adam. I was only 8 years old back in 1996. Young'uns. I was 29. Unbelievable. Just as I had my heart broken too much. So can't you watch romantic stuff? Is it too raw still? Anyway, we've all had his heart broken more than once. Anyway, so that's that, Jerry Maguire. Lovely film. Show Me the Money. Go on YouTube, Show Me the Money. Here's the one I've dumped out of my top 5 in favour of Mars Attacks. From Dusk Till Dawn. Still a great film. If it had a top 6, it would have still been in. But George Clooney, Harvey Keitel, Quentin Tarantino, Juliette Lewis, and Cheech Marin, who plays, I think, 3 roles in this. 2, 3, can't remember. But just it says, too raw, but I'm a romantic at heart. But anyway, not much romancing from Dusk Till Dawn. It's action all the way, and a bit of tense situations. It's a movie that starts out as a crime drama and a hostage taking thing, and then turns out into a vampire horror film. I don't know, it must be well after halfway, but a great flick, and spawned a TV series that I've still not seen, and my son's watched it and says it's really good. I think it's on Netflix in the UK, and my son says the series is quite good. I don't know if you've seen the film, but anyway. Yes, Salma Hayek. Dusk is good. Hayek is a goddess. Yes, she is. She still is. I think she's my age, maybe a little bit younger. But yes, she is. She's a handsome woman. Oh, pardon me, burpee. But yes, anyway. Right, moving on. What's next? Scream. I think this might be the last one, I don't know. Scream from Wes Craven. This launched a franchise, didn't it, this film? Loads of stars in it. Kind of launched a genre, didn't it, of self-aware teenage or early 20s horror movies. But this was the film that started it all off, and then afterwards we had stuff like Valentine, I know What You Did Last Summer, all them sort of things, which is basically the same sort of thing, urban legend, same sort of thing. But this is the one that started it. We'll go through the cast list, because we'll zoom in on that. David Arquette. I always think of Scary Movie, though, when I think of Scream, for some reason. The later Scary Movies. The ones that came after the first two, because they were more like airplane films, weren't they? After Scary Movie 3 and 4, were there 5? I can't remember. But I always think of the Dewey character, except they didn't call him it that. But anyway, Scream is a masterpiece, says Justin. Yeah, it's pretty good. Kevin Williamson wrote, also correct. Hang on, it'll be here somewhere, won't it? Yes, Kevin Williamson. He'd also done something else, and I'm blanking on what else he'd done. He'd done another big film, didn't he? And I can't remember what. But it was good with like dialogue and, like youth dialogue and stuff. But anyway, David Arquette, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, Matthew Lillard, Rose McGowan, Skeet Ulrich. Ooh, spoilers. It's the main baddie. And Drew Barrymore. Everybody thinks she's going to be the main star, and it subverted our expectations. At the beginning of the film, it's surprisingly violent for a glossy horror film, but it is really, really good. Is thingy Urban Legend? Oh, that Kevin Williamson rewrite that as well. I'll look it up. I'm sure I've seen his name on something else, and I can't think what. And I'll look at it. I've got to type that right. Kevin Williamson, screenwriter. Hey, right, Scream, Dawson's Creek, not thinking of that, not thinking of Vampire Diaries either. I know what he did last summer, he did that. On The Faculty, that's what I'm thinking of, but that was after this. I'm trying to think of before. Did he do it before this? He must have done. No, just TV before this, by the looks of it. What got my finger up for? Don't know. Anyway, did TV, and then moved on to films. But that's what I'm thinking of. The Faculty. That's the film I was thinking of. Went on my first date to this movie. Cool. You know what? I don't think I've ever been to the cinema with a girl. I've never been on a date to the cinema. I've been to the pub and stuff like that. Drinking and all that, and to wrestling. I don't think I've ever. Oh no, have I? I don't think I have. I must have done at some point, but I can't remember what. I must have done at some point. Anyway, so there we go. So that's Scream. Great flick, and as I said, surprisingly violent, and it brought us Ghostface, didn't it? You'd think they'd show it on the poster, wouldn't you? Maybe they wanted to save it. And I think that's the last one. Yes, that's the last one. So there we go. So that will me honourable mentions. Adam says one of my favourite films of 1996 is Twister. Yes, that's it. That's in my honourable mentions. It's not in my top 5, but it's in my honourable mentions. Good film is Twister, and as I said, I still haven't seen the sequel. Anyway, right, we'll go through his list again then. So I will get it up, and we'll go through my top 5, and then my honourable mentions, and then we'll call it quits. Right, so here's my top 5 again. Again, not in any order. And it's just my top 5 favourite films, not the best ever and all that stuff. We'll do it like this. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Right, so, first up, Star Trek First Contact. Resistance is futile. But yep, great film, directed by Jonathan Frakes, starring all the usual gang. Some people don't think it's a very good Star Trek film. I do. I think it's great. Easily the best of the TNG movies. Adam says, I went to the Pontefract horse race course on Monday when it was 30 degrees. Crikey. by the way. Did quite well. But you get loads of money. You know, you're betting on the ponies. Betting on the ponies. That's something I've never done. I've never been to the races. I've been to see motor racing in the British Grand Prix and touring cars and stuff. Never been to the horse racing. But anyway, cool. Hope you made lots of money. Justin says, yes, best Trek film. Oh, I won't go that far. Best TNG Trek film. I think Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan is the best Trek film. Anyway, so that's Star Trek First Contact. And then next up was not Independence Day Resurgence. I know I've put the wrong picture in. I know it's in the original Independence Day. Was my next one. Roland Emmerich's best film, probably. A lot of fun with Bill Pullman, Will Smith, and what's his face? We just watched him on Jurassic Park, Lost World. Oh God, the Fly fella, Jeff Goldblum, him as well. Yes, oh, crikey. Anyway, so there we go. Next up was hang on. I like the Data story arc. Yes, in Star Trek First Contact, says Adam. Yes, it was good because it's all about him. Essentially, trying to get his humanity, wasn't it? And the Borg kind of help him along with that, don't they? Anyway, just he says, I'm going there. Hang on. What? America. Or to space. Just says, I love Independence Day. Both are good. One is best. Yes, I did say earlier on, I actually do like Independence Day Resurgence. It's not as good as the first one, but I don't know why it got all the stick. I know it's silly. But it must the same way. I like Moonfall from Roland Emmerich. It's stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever, but it's a fun flick. Next up, Loch Ness. Lovely film. If it weren't for Star Trek First Contact, this would be my favourite film of 1996. It is a really nice, heartwarming film. And a pleasure to watch. We talked Ted Danson putting in a lovely performance. And all that stuff. It is great. And Ian Holm being irascible. But anyway, so there we go. So that's Loch Ness. And then we had Mars Attacks. This is number 4, isn't it? And we had Mars Attacks. All-star cast. Tim Burton. Huge bit of a flop. But a great film. And I love it. Every time I watch it, I laugh my ass off. So there we go. Mars Attacks. Then finally, Mystery Science Theatre 3000, the movie, where the gang on the Satellite of Love watch This Island Earth, and it is a lot of fun, and a good introduction if you haven't seen the series. But anyway. Justin says, with the Star Trek, Contact the best. Star Trek 2 is the best. Got to check Loch Ness out. Mars Attacks is so good. Yes, it is. Loch Ness is a lovely film. Not many explosions in it, though, Justin. Just letting you know. And it is a bit of a love story as well. Ted Danson and Jolie Richardson's characters fall in love in the film, so you might not like it. But anyway, I do, because I'm a big softie. So that's my top 5. MST3K, the movie, Mars Attacks, Loch Ness, Independence Day 1, and Star Trek First Contact. And then my honourable mentions were... Oh, for Pete's sake, I was pressing the wrong buttons. Stupid. My honourable mentions were... Let me go back to the beginning. There we go. My honourable mentions were Twister... from Jan de Bont. Well, it's his first one. I meant to check and I forgot to check, didn't I? Jan de Bont. He was an editor, wasn't he, before, with Jan de Bont? Oh no, he did Speed before Twister. Speed was his directorial debut, I think. Yes, it was. And then Twister came second. Unfortunately, also did in 1999, he did The Haunting, unfortunately. He directed, I didn't know he directed Speed 2. You know, I've never seen Speed 2. Anywho, I didn't know he directed Minority. Oh, no, he didn't direct that. He produced that one, sorry. Oh, yes, he would go on to direct Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, Cradle of Life. Yes, he would do that. Is that all he's done then? That's all the films he's done. Has he retired? Is he dead? I don't think he is he? No, he ain't. He's 81 now. Bloody hell. Anyway. She says, I will watch it, as in Loch Ness. Khan is great, Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, but Contact was deep, like deep films. Oh dear. It's a close second. It's a close second, his First Contact to Star Trek 2. Anyway, Twister, there we go. Great film. Nothing to do with The Wizard of Oz. You might think that, the picture. But anyway, chasing tornadoes about. Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt. But it's also got, I can't remember the name of the actress. She was in The Lost Boys. She played the love interest in The Lost Boys. She's in this as well. I can't remember her name. Does it say there? There we go. There she is. Jamie Gertz. There we go. She's in it as well. And Carrie Elwes. I think he dies in the film, doesn't he? I think. Anyway, he's like a rival storm chaser. Anyway, that's Twister. Next up, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. Dun, 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 dun. From Brian De Palma. John Voight in it as well. A lot of people didn't like it because of the way it was different to the TV show. In that, spoilers, the main baddie is one of the main characters from the TV show. But never mind. Still a decent flick and would spawn a franchise that saw its last film this year. Next up, The Rock. Welcome to The Rock. A lot of fun. Not my favourite, but still a lot of fun. Justin, a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I stand by my crew and captain of the Enterprise E. Wasn't it? Enterprise E in First Contact. The first time we see the Enterprise E, isn't it? And it is a beautiful reveal of the Enterprise E in Star Trek First Contact. Anyway, back to this one. The Rock from Michael Bay. Sean Connery playing James Bond one last time. Probably, maybe, a bit. But he just swear in it. He drops an F-bomb or two, doesn't he? But it is a lot of fun. And well worth a watch. Oh, pardon me, I'm burping. Then Broken Arrow. John Travolta, Christian Slater. Christian Slater's on the trail of John Travolta, who's stolen some nuclear weapons and all that stuff. And another fun flick. Who directed this one? I've forgotten. Who directed this one? John Woo, isn't it? Yes, John Woo. It says there. I think. Next up, Fargo. Justin's favourite film. Fargo. That comedy, crime, thriller thing-ish. A fella ends up in a wood chipper. That's what everybody remembers about Fargo. They remember Francis McDormand going, yeah, yeah, and the fella in the wood chipper. Peter Stormare, I think, ends up in the wood chipper, doesn't he? But it is a really good film, though, I must admit. It is. It's one of those films where you think you go in with low expectations and you're happily surprised. It's one of those sorts of films. And it did spawn a TV show, didn't it? That each season is a different story. I don't think there's any connection between them, is there? But I didn't like. I don't know if it's the latest one. The one with is it Chris Rock or is it the other one? I can't remember the name of the other one. There's two comedians I always get mixed up, but I didn't like that one with him in it. But anyway, so there we go. So that's hang on. Justin says Fargo's okay, just overrated. As I said, I think give it a whirl. You'll probably enjoy it. Not Justin, obviously, but it's one of those films that I was surprised by. I watched it, it was probably on telly or something like that, and I just caught it and thought, that was surprisingly good. Anyway, next up, The Arrival. Not Arrival by Denis Villeneuve. The Arrival by David Twohy, starring Charlie Sheen. Aliens are on Earth, and they're made part of the Arctic Green for some reason. I think they want to, terraform Earth to make it like their world or whatever. A bit of a alien conspiracy thing going on. And it is fun, like kind of a low budget, sci-fi flick. But it would go on to bigger things with David Twohy, with Pitch Black and Chronicles of Riddick and all that. What else has he done? No idea. So there we go, that's The Arrival. Next up, Dragonheart, with Sean Connery doing the voice of the dragon. Did it have a name? Probably Draco, I imagine. And Dennis Quaid as a dragon-killing knight who ends up teaming up with a dragon to beat David Thewlis's evil prince, king, whatever he is. Justin says Connery should have done more comedies. It was very funny. I like Fargo, I don't hate it, but people make it out to be bigger than it is. I think did it win Oscars or something? It won a lot of awards, I think, didn't it, the Fargo? But yeah, it's not amazing, it's not going to change your life, but it's one of these films that were better than I thought it were going to be. I was surprised by it. But yes, Sean Connery, it was a good comedy actor, was Sean Connery, wasn't he? He's always got a twinkle in his eye, hasn't he? And he was good at a comedy turn, and I can't think of many comedies he's done. But anyway, done some good comedic lines in serious films. The Man Who Would Be King and stuff like that. Anyway, Dragonheart, a great film. I haven't seen it for a long time, so I imagine the effects haven't aged well. But anyway, never mind. Still a good film. Then Arnold Schwarzenegger in Eraser, along with Vanessa Williams from James Caan's Bad Guy. I think it's another one, a bit like Mission Impossible, where the bad guy is his boss or whatever, something along them lines, isn't it? But directed by Chuck Russell. Charles Russell, has gone all using his proper name. Now he's established. Who did stuff like The Blob and Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and The Mask. And then went on to do Eraser. The Hunchback of Notre Dame! From Disney, great animated film, underrated in my opinion. There's some great songs in it, very dark in places, but I don't like the movings, the statues. I don't like those. But everything else, really good. It's well worth a look. Another one of those surprising films. If you're not into animation, you might watch it and think, I don't like Disney cartoons and musicals, but this one is surprisingly good. Justin says, Highlander 2, it was funny, best part of that movie. I've only seen it once, and that was enough. Highlander, the movies are terrible, except the first one. Pretty much. The third one wasn't too bad. Highlander 3, The Sorcerer, that had, what's his face, Mario Van Peebles in it, didn't it? That wasn't too bad. And I haven't really seen the TV show. I've seen bits of it, but anyway. Justin says, the show is excellent. As I've not really seen it, to be honest. Third was okay. Yeah, it was all right. Better than the second one. But anyway, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Give it a whirl. It's surprisingly good. It's one of those that goes under the radar, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. But it's got a great score. Some great songs in it. Next up, The Frighteners from Peter Jackson with Michael J. Fox and Jeffrey Combs and Jake Busey and other people. Where he's got to fight off some bad ghosts. He's got some goody ghosts that hang around him, and he's got to deal with some bad ghosts that are killing people. I think they're making them look like they've had heart attacks and stuff. I think that if they put their hands in you, they can make it look like you've had a heart attack, something like that. And so he's got to stop them because he can see ghosts when other people can't. And Jeffrey Combs plays this weird, like an FBI agent or something. It's like from the X-Files. He's like the Mulder of this film, but he's weird and he's like kind of a bit pervy as well. But it is a lot of fun. I say it's kind of a horror comedy, but it is fun. And then next up, speaking of comedies, Kingpin from the Farrelly Brothers, Woody Harrelson, Randy Quaid. I don't remember what else I've seen Vanessa Angel in. I'm not sure in Stargate SG-1 she played Tok'ra, but I thought I'd seen it. Oh, never mind. And Bill Murray pops up in it as well with his comb over. It's hilarious and bad taste because it's the Farrelly Brothers. But there we go. Next up, Jingle All the Way. Not my favourite Christmas film, but I just included it just because for. It's not bad. I thought I'd get pulled up. Turbo Man. There we go. I was trying to think of the name of the thing that's there on the bloody poster there. Look, Turbo Man. Earlier on. he's got to get this toy for his kid because he's a rubbish dad and he forgot to get it in time, and now he's got to fight off whatever this actor's called, because I can't remember, Sinbad. Got to fight him off. A great supporting role from Phil Hartman, who's hilarious in it. The late Phil Hartman, who did a lot of Simpsons voices and stuff, didn't he? But a lot of fun. And also, Paul White is in it, best known as The Big Show from the wrestling. He's in it as well, playing one of Santa's elves. Anyway, next up, Jerry Maguire, another one of Justin's favourite films. Show Me the Money, You Had Me at Hello, etc. And all that stuff. Heartwarming flick, like I say, has me bawling my eyes out, because I'm a big soft Bob. But won Cuba Gooding Jr. an Oscar. So there we go. And then next up, From Dusk Till Dawn, kidnap, heist, movie, whatever. It was just terrible. It's all about Jerry Maguire. From Dusk Till Dawn, kidnap, crime movie, ends up becoming a full-blown action horror flick with George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, who is mental. Fulfills one of his foot fetishes in this with Salma, the delectable Salma Hayek, but I bet we're never the same after maybe this give him his foot fetish, I don't. But anyway, a great flick, and a lot of fun. And the DVD is good because it's got a really good documentary on about it. Just saying, like Titanic, even though that's a bit, a bit girly, isn't it, Justin? But anyway, you only like it because he dies. Does Jack? Not a happy ending. And then finally, Scream, the film that launched a franchise and a genre of movies, to be honest. Genre of horror movies, the glossy, 90s style, Scream style movies. Became stuff like What You Did Last Summer, Faculty, which we mentioned earlier, Urban Legend, etc. All them sorts of stuff. With an all-star cast, and directed by Wes Craven, who would, I think, did he direct most of the others until he passed away, obviously. But I think he did, didn't he? And they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun, of the Scream films. I do like them. But there we go. So anyway, Justin says, Titanic, love the history, but that movie, yuck. It's all right. I don't mind Titanic. I don't mind it. I've got it on Blu-ray out there somewhere. It's fine. It's not as good as everybody makes out. So there we go. So that's me. That was the last one, I think. Yes. That was my top 5 favourite movies of 1996 and my 15 honourable mentions. What we got coming up next year, in 1997. Let me get rid of that. Put myself up there. I've got my list here. I won't tell you. I'll just give you a clue. Right, so we've got a bit of sci-fi, quite a lot of sci-fi actually. Natural disasters, crime drama, period crime drama, great film that. That film that Titanic, that's in the list, but I'll not tell you where. A film that we did recently on Magnificent Mondays, a bit more sci-fi, horror, comedies. Oh, look, there is a lot. I must admit, there's a lot of honourable mentions for 1997. But yes, the one of them I did mention earlier on, Fairy Tale, A True Story, is in here. And I've got to add another one as well, because it's a similar one. In fact, I'm going to put it in the same line. So the same year, we had Fairy Tale, A True Story. We also had Photographing Fairies, which is not as good, in my opinion. It's a darker film, but they're both about fairies. There we go. So I've just added that. So that's another one added to me list. And the horror comedy that everybody seems to hate, except for me. And I'll not say what that is. That's for next time. Might be next week. I don't know, because I haven't got going with me. Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 5 yet, but Justin says, I know what you did last summer from 1997. Is that my list? I can't remember if I saw it or not. No, I don't think I included it. Oh, no, I did. Yes, that's one. So you guessed one. Yes, it is there. I do remember going through my list. I've got like I'm up to 1998 in my list. I remember going through my lists of films, and there was some I thought, should I include that or not? So there's some that I decided against including. But anyway, there. So we're done. We're done and dusted. We will leave it there. We're all done and dusted. So right, what's coming up next? What day are we on? Wednesday. On Friday, I haven't got a box for it. On Friday, let me get rid of this. For July the 4th, Independence Day, we're doing a July the 4th based horror film. Oh, pardon me. Hang on, just let me find it. It's in here somewhere. Where are we? Where is it? I don't have a physical copy of this, but it is available. It's on Prime, Amazon Prime, and it is also on YouTube. You can watch it for free. Just bear with me. There we go. Stop playing. Let me find the title screen. There we go. Oh, gone too far. There we go. Bear with me. There we go. Oh, press the wrong thing. I'm stupid. There we go. There it is. Uncle Sam. That's what we're watching on Friday. Horror comedy 97. I'm interested. Yeah, I'll give you a clue. It's a sequel. A lot of people don't like it. But, up the rebels. You colonials. But anyway, on Friday, we're doing Uncle Sam, July the 4th based horror film. It's not very good. It is fun though. It stars. I forgot his bumming name now. Chocolate salty balls. Escape from New York. He was the Duke of New York. Him stars him, and other people as well. And it is fun. It's a slasher film. Doesn't make a lick of sense. But anyway, so that's what we're watching on Friday. Anyway, and next Monday, Back to the Future for next Monday's. Isaac Hayes, that's the fella. I couldn't think of his name. Isaac Hayes. Another Stargate alumnus. Mentioned Vanessa Angel earlier. Isaac Hayes played a Jafar, didn't he? Played something like Ducat or something like that. No, it doesn't sound right. Because the Gul Ducat. It's a similar sounding name, I think, in Stargate SG-1. But anyway. But it all worked out. We have a special friendship now. America and Britain, yes, we have that special relationship, whatever that means. It means we still own you, basically. But anyway. Right, so that's what's coming up. Right, we'll leave it there. I've full screened that and I shouldn't have done. There we go. Right, so I'm got to go and sort some grub out for my lad now. I'm going to make him something to eat before my show. And he said, no, just order something afterwards. I mean, whatever. I can't be bothered arguing. Anyway. Just saying, no. It's not about me saying it. We still control America. Which we do. Because it's all conspiracy and the Virginia Company and all that stuff. Freemasons, etc. We are going to battle. I'm only kidding. Right, so I'm going to go now. So thanks, Justin. Thanks, Adam Gamer, for keeping me company while we go through my list of top 5 favourite movies of 1996. Next week will probably be 1997 next week. Probably. I don't think I'll have caught up with my Star Trek Deep Space Nines. I've not got around to starting watching season 5 yet of Deep Space Nine. You know why? Because I've been watching Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory on Netflix, animated. What a mental. Anyway, right, so, we're buddies, all good. Yes, we are. We are. Right, I'm going now. So thanks for watching, and wherever you are, look after each other. And until, if I don't see you before, have a nice Independence Day on Friday. Fireworks and hot dogs and whatever you do. Have a great time. So we'll leave it there. So, where have I put me outro? Have I got a special one? I haven't got a special one, have I, for this? Right, where is it? Right, so I'm going now. Hang on. Justin's saying something. Take care. You too, mate. Right, so thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other. And until next time, I'll say the...
That old Yorkshire Geek with stories to